Don't forget to scratch his nose. He likes that. 450 pounds of lap pig.
Oh yeah, like that. Aren't you? Well, I've got the pigs done. Now I've got to go on to the goats and the bunnies. And it seems to be a fairly beautiful day right now. We've had the craziest weather. Hopefully you guys are having better weather than we are. But it has been so crazy. They're talking like it's supposed to get gusts of wind to 80 miles an hour. It is just so crazy. And then we're supposed to get a little bit of snow. But it's getting close to Thanksgiving, and hopefully it'll stay nice like this. But hopefully you guys are having a great Thanksgiving, and I got to get busy doing the rest of the chores. Come back for the boys. Okay guys, so I just got through getting some of the feed ready for the goats. I thought I would show you guys what we feed them. This on top here is primarily peas that are dried. And then I've got a little bit of almost like a sweet molasses feed for them. I don't put much of that in there just because I try to limit the corn for the goats. I've also got sunflowers, and I've also got alfalfa here. I've got some hay and grain pellets that I put in there, 1 scoop of that. And then I put, let's see if I can't show you here. I've got to kind of mix it up while I'm talking to you. But I also have oats in there, and I've got whole barley in there also. And they get 1 bucket of this between all of them. And that's the thing with our goats here in Alaska. They don't get to get out and really forage too much because of the winter months. So they're in their little cozy little house there. So I really feed our goats really high protein during the winter months. And another thing is continuously they need a bunch of hay to keep their rumen going, because if not, that can cause a lot of problems if they don't have something to keep their rumen going, to keep them warm. Okay, so I got their feed mixed up, and now it's time. I've got to separate the smaller goats from the mamas. They are quite bigger now, but if I don't separate them, then the bigger goats still kind of push around the smaller goats. So come along with me and watch how I do this. Watch out, babies. Are you gonna commit? All right, guys, it is a little dark in here because we only have a small power source. I don't even have a heated water bucket. I bring their water out. I bring their bucket out in the morning full of water, and that's what they get to drink off. But let's get you guys separated, huh? Come on, babies. Come on, let's go. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on. No, Wendy. Come on. Come on. Come on, Anna. There'll be stinkers. Come on, let's go. Come on, girls. Go, girls. Come on. Come on, Penny. Come on, Lizzie. Anna, come on. Come on, Penny. Alright, so I'm in here with the little goats, and the lighting is not really that great right now. And so these are the smaller goats from this spring. They were born this spring, and they've got a really small little area. Alright. It is pretty comical to watch me feed them. Alright, come on. Anna, you're not getting up there. You know, ever since I put their feeders right here, Anna likes to come over here on their little bedding area, and she will get up into these feeders and stand in the feeders. And it was pretty funny because at one time they were all getting up on top of the thing here. This is their little hay feeder that I made, and I made this out of some fencing, and this is actually a piece of a crib. An old piece of a baby's crib that I found. So this is their little hay feeder. But they stay pretty cozy in here during the winter months. You can see all the snow up here on the roof. That kind of keeps it insulated. And it's really important to have good ventilation. Even though they need warmth, you still need some good ventilation. They will get respiratory problems if you don't have good ventilation. Just like with the chickens, that can cause a lot of respiratory problems. So, but it is pretty cozy in here for them. There's your water, girls. They're just chowing down, aren't you? Okay. Baby, you're pregnant, aren't you, baby? that one day you got out. She's pregnant. Look how big her belly is. We're gonna end up having winter babies, aren't we, baby? You good girl, huh? I know, you want food. Food, like your belly's not big enough. Roxy, good girls. I'm getting ready to feed the male goats, and pretty much what I have here is a half a scoop of alfalfa pellets and a half a scoop of hay and grain pellets. Unfortunately, the boys do not get all that grain, and they'll get some of these minerals. Come on in, I want to show you this little house that we built. All right, boys. Okay, so here is their little winter cottage. We built this pretty much out of scraps that we had from our sawmill, and it's pretty well insulated, and it keeps them really warm. And Charlie! There's little Charlie! Charlie! The goat watcher. All right, come on. Cold. Cold, cold, cold. Pickles. Show you guys the bunnies. Okay, so before we go into the bunnies, I wanted to show you this other area. This is where I had kept some of my other chickens. Okay guys, so at one point this was a big high tunnel. Now I kept over 100 chickens in here, and I was supplying the co-op with over 100 dozen eggs a month. But I've kind of taken a break this year, and it's actually kind of nice. I get a little bit of rest and a break from all the animals. But we had our turkeys in here, and the back side was open, and they had all this pen to roam in before we took them to the garden high tunnel. And then right here I wanted to show you when I did have my chickens, these are converted dog sled boxes, and these boxes I picked up from one of the Iditarod team members that was getting rid of them, and I just converted them into chicken boxes, into nesting boxes. So they turned out really well. So now we're gonna go in and I'm gonna show you the bunnies. Okay guys, so we're here at the chicken coop, and if you haven't checked out my previous video where I had all my chickens in here, this is a really nice insulated little coop here, but right now I've moved the bunnies in there, so I wanted to show you our bunnies, so come on in. It's gonna be a little dark. Come here, Fiona. Come here. All right. So right here is Fiona. All right, you guys. All right, Fiona. All right, Fiona. Okay, you guys, so here is our female rabbit. Her name is Fiona. She is a Flemish giant. She's gonna get about 20 pounds. And she is not only good for meat, but her hide, her fur is really a nice pelt. So she cannot only be utilized for meat, but you can utilize her pelt also. Fiona! She is really a sweet little girl though. She is so beautiful. And right now she is only about 7 months. So she's gonna get a lot bigger. They love bananas. All right, there you go, Fiona. All right, there you go, babies. Let's see if you got some food. Yeah, you got plenty of food. I'm not gonna torture you no more. All right, so here is Shrek. He's also a Flemish giant. He's gonna get about 25 pounds, and he's only about 7 months right now. So, and Fiona and Shrek have not had their first litter of bunnies yet, but they will in the spring. And he's a really good boy. All right. If you haven't seen the previous video, we've been prepping our fields out at the farm so we can get good hay production, but right now occasionally I will put some hay in there for them from another farmer. But you know, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments and give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when we have new videos coming out. And I hope you guys are having an awesome Thanksgiving. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video,